Hello and welcome to my channel, and today I've got a double unboxing for you from Diamond Art Club. So I've got this what is this, square drill kit, After the Rain by Andrea Tremolotolo, and the other one, this is a new to me artist. So this is Imposter Duck, and it's art by Julia, and there's a lot of art by Julia fans out there, so I'm sure this will be of interest to some of you. But yeah, let's start with the first one, because this tiger, because this is also going to be like a 2027 project for me. You see, I have the sister kit. Look, let me just show you this. So this is the tiger in the flowers and everything. I have the sister kit to this. I'll put the picture on screen now. And this is the one from Diamond Art Studio. Now, the two companies have very different rendering styles. So I'm making it a bit of a comparison project, because they are obviously companion pieces. But yeah, there's going to be a very different style of rendering for these, and I thought it'd be interesting to show Diamond Art Club's rendering style versus someone like Diamond Art Studio, who have a bit of a softer one. Anyway, enough talking about that. Let's actually look at the canvas. We'll look at the canvas, and we'll obviously look at the Treasure Quest card. Now, how do I get into this? Now, this kit is unfortunately now archived. I bought it and it went to archive status right after it sold out from my restock. So unfortunately, you can't buy this from Diamond Art Club, but this was in stock with them for a couple of years. So I imagine you'd have quite a good chance to get this on a D-stash. And surprise, surprise, I've got a bronze card. I always get bronzes, but it's beautiful. It's so pretty. Right, let's put that to one side. At the end, I will be doing my little folder where I've got one of these trading card folders that I will put in at the end. I won't look at the toolkit on this one. We'll look at the next one though, just in case, because Diamond Art Club do occasionally make changes to their toolkits. And yeah, they don't announce it. So the only way to find out is by checking. Let's get the drills out. There we go. Lots of blues in Shop News. I can already see the ABs, so it's got, I didn't look. Let me look. What was it? This comes with, wow, okay, because this is the old start. Yeah, it shows how old the kit is. The ABs are at the start, so it's everything below 150. So it's got 3 ABs, and it has got 3 fairy dusts in this kit. So that's actually quite a lot. I can see already blue AB there, and I saw something over here. What did I see? White AB. There's a fairy dust. This green here, that is a fairy dust, and I cannot see the others, so we're just going to leave them. We shall just trust that they are in the pack. Right, let's have a look at the canvas. Right, oh, it's so gorgeous. I do love me a tiger, but we've got all the flowers here, and obviously he takes up a huge part of it. So this is a 65 by 87 kit, so it is quite big, but he looks great. Just even on the rendering, I love that. Let me see. Let's see if we can do a quick. I'm guessing all these white things, I bet that's ABs. The white AB is a dot. Yes, so it's in his whiskers, and it's all in the pollen that's floating. And I think, yes, and around the edge of the flower, there's a little bit, but mostly it's just like these little pollen-y things. Not a lot of that. What's the other AB? So we've got a blue AB, which is symbol 2, and the red, sort of reddish brown, is number 1. So 1 and 2. So the ones are in here. They're like the inside, and like inside of these sort of daisies. In here, we've got any up here? We've got some in his nose as well. Some in his bugle and his eyes. And what was it? 2, which is blue. So the blue, it seems to be scattered about in the background on the top half of the painting. So we've got a little bit of blue there, and a little bit around sort of the edge there. And then mostly is this big patch up here, like a big patch here, and like can you see like these blue stripes in the sky? And around here, this is all the blue AB. So it's a scattering everywhere. There's that bright blue there as well. Bit in here, bit in here. So yeah, it's mostly just those solid blobs in the background of the sky. Right, let's see where the fairy dusts are. So that's a sort of, they're like bluey greens, and there's one that's a sort of peachy brown. Okay, so that the peachy brown fairy dust, there's a little bit of that there, just on his face. Is there more? Is that why I couldn't find it? There's a tiny bit there. Tiny bit there. Any more? A little bit here. That's probably why I couldn't find it. There is hardly any of this sort of light tan, peachy tan, which is a fairy dust. And so we just want these two sort of blue greens, which I'm guessing is. So I found some of the lowercase e's. So you see these sort of little windy, squiggly lines. That is all E. That's the fairy dust. And then we've got a little bit more E in this bird, like just the feathers. Oh, and there's the little up arrow as well. So like that's in like the bird wings. Is there any more? You know, I've looked, but I cannot see any more of that. If there is, it's a very light scattering, but it mainly. Oh, there's a couple of little hat things there, just in these flowers here. But that seems to be a one-off as well. A couple in there. Oh, a couple of E's in there. So there's a very, very small handful of sprinklings down in the flowers, but mostly it's in the bird, and it's in this sort of squiggly line. And that is all the special drills. So I'll just give you a little. I'll put the picture up on screen as well of what it looks like on the Diamond Art Club website. But it's this boy. But once again, as I say, it is unfortunately archived. But it's a gorgeous kit. And if you are interested, you probably will. I reckon you have a decent chance of finding this on a D-stash because it's such an old kit. It's not like one of the rare ones that go archived. It's a normal one. Right, so let's roll that up and let's look at the ducks. All right, so this is actually my first Art by Julia kit. I like her kits. I like her pictures, I mean. And yeah, I'm not, if you know me, I'm not a huge fan of colour blocking, but I do like her art. And I've got a real thing for ducks at the moment, apparently. So it's a bit of I know I'm setting myself up for a bit of torture because there's a fair bit of colour blocking in this. But I wanted to have at least one in my collection, one in my stash. I might be a one and done, though there is another one that's just come out. She has some with some calico cats, which look really cute. But yeah, I feel like she might be a one and done for me. Maybe if I ever complete this kit, I'll be ready for a next one. But as someone who's not a fan of colour blocking, it will take a while. Though I'm doing 26 or 26 if you're new here. And if you've seen the thing where I picked out my canvases for 26, you know, you don't have to finish them. They just have to be whips. Right, let's look at the toolkit. But I did have a wild card, and I bought another duck painting in the anniversary sale, but I might do this one instead. I don't know. We'll have to see. Right, so normal bags. This is the twist and pick pen. If you've not seen that, you just twist, you pull off the cap. I see a lot of people struggling because they're like, how do I make this work? It's only got this on it. You pull off the cap. Sometimes this cap can be like super glued on. But you do that, give a little twist, gives you your wax, spare wax, the trays, which I really like their trays. Got the red wax, if that's what you prefer, and the multiplacer. I do like their trays, and I do like their twist and pick pens. And if they ever went back in stock, I would buy one of the nicer twist and pick pens from them. But the ones I like, I never seem to be able to catch in stock. Anyway, that's that. Let's have a look at the Treasure Quest card. I look forward to being disappointed. Oh, I'm not disappointed. I've got a silver. I've only got one other silver, I think. Thank you, Julia. I do love these cards. I've made my peace with the fact that I'm probably never going to be able to trade them in for anything, but I do like collecting them, as you'll see in my little folder at the end when I put them in. Right, so on this one we have got 2 ABs and 3 fairy dust. So let's have a look where they are. Right, here's the drills. So just very quickly see if we can spot them. Right, now what did I say? 2 ABs and 3 fairy dust. I can see an AB there. Okay, so we've got tiny amount of blue, that sky blue, just there. Teensy amount. Let me have a look at the colours. Right, what have we got? Be easier for me to spot. So I found, oh, there's a yellow. Right, so I found the blue. There's the white. We've got the yellow, green, and a sort of beige. Okay. See if we can find the white. And usually there's a lot of white, but yes, not today. Okay, they're all together. So there's the 5200 AB. There is the yellow fairy dust as well. So they're not huge quantities. This is like the off-white. We got 2 bags of that. No, 3 bags of that. Hang on. No, 4. 5 bags. 5 bags of that cream. It's sort of like coffee creamer. White. 5 bags. Okay, I was a bit worried because there wasn't many ABs. I give up with the last one. It's a kind of grey-green, but I could not find it. But that was the last fairy dust. Just roll this up the right way, the opposite way, to help it lay flat quicker. It'll lay flat by itself eventually, but for speed. Right, so I will pan it down because obviously it's quite big. It's another one. It's 60 by 84 for all intents and purposes. I will just scroll it down, but I will put a picture on screen in a moment. Called Imposter Ducks. I can't remember if I said Imposter Duck. So we have her. Well, she's well known for her ducks. And there's a little imposter one. Right, so I'm going to put money on that yellow. No, the yellow was the fairy dust. Right, so that was the little... do you know what? Good job I didn't bet too much on that. That is just 444, so normal bright yellow. So we're looking at... Oh, the little flower signs. So it's these down in here, that in the stars. That's got the fairy dust in. I always do that. I go, oh, I bet it's in there, and it never is. So yeah, this is in all of the stars to fill that. So the grey-green fairy dust is like all in these like ivy leaves, which let me guess, it's going to be up here as well, hopefully. Yeah, there's some up here as well. But that's why there's not very many. It's just a little sort of a highlight on the leaves. And the one that I had 5 bags was that little hat sign. Oh no, triangle thing. So that whole window is all fairy dust. Anywhere else? There must be more than that. There was 5 bags of it. And it's also like on the ducks. So duck, 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 duck. It goes along the edge of the bath. Duck. What about the duck up here? Only on the duck head up here. But that's, oh, and more along here. So that's where all this sort of off-white bit in there. Oh, that's because he's a duck. I didn't notice he's sticking his head through the thing. Oh my god. Right. I'm so quick sometimes. But yeah, so that's why there is 5 bags of that. And now we are just looking for blue AB, which there did not seem very much of, and the 5200 AB. So a J and a dot, the usual dot for the white. So the white we'll find first because that's easy. It stands out. It's like highlight here, highlight on the mirror, highlight on this, little bit splattering in there on the vase. Is that it? Pretty much that's it. So that's why there wasn't very much of that. And J, of which there is not going to be much of J. Okay, so it is this bright blue. So it's on this, which I don't know what that is. Is that a dispenser? I think it's like a soap dispenser or something like that. There's a bit on there. It's a bit down here through the thing, the books he's sitting on. Is that it? And there's a tiny little bit up here. What about in this? And some in the sort of bunting. So yeah, not a lot. Is there any in there? No, there's not in there. Just that bunting. That bunting didn't deserve it. Maybe if there's left over, I'll put extra in the bunting. But yeah, so again, I will just scroll this little beauty along. They are so cute. I honestly, I would get more if they wasn't so colour blocky. Though looking at it, this one doesn't seem to bad, which is why I kind of went for it. There are some that are really, really, really bad. Bad. It depends if you like colour blocking, honestly. But this one, obviously, the window here and the walls, there's patches here, but there is quite a lot to keep it busy-ish. And I think what I might do when I do this, I think I might start at the top, because that's where a lot of the colour blocking is initially, because it's got this walls. And then down here, I've got this look to look forward to, where it's, you know, we do have the ducks, obviously, and the water. It is a bit blocky, but they're little blocks. So, yeah, I think this is a good one for me to, you know, start out on, because it's very cute. Anyway, let me get my card holder. We'll just pop the treasure cards into the holder. All right, got you zoomed in as well. So once again, these are the two cards I got. So it's a bronze, it's a silver. They do say on the back what they are, unless you've got a really old kit. When they first started doing it, you could only tell by the symbols. You could tell the bronze, which are nearly all of them were bronze. They have these little pokey out sticks. But yes, so let's get this in here. So this is a like one of those trading card books. I just got it from Amazon. It was like, I don't think it was even £10. It was very cheap. I will leave a link to this below in the description if you are interested, as I just got it from Amazon. But these are my trading cards so far. And we have, that's my only gold. So that's Yume art. Bronze, bronze, bronze. These are all my Yumeis. And then we got 2 bronze, Margaret Morales, Anna Felt and Dark Lilith. I'm doing that for 26. Actually, I should say what I'm doing. That's a current whip for 26 of 26. This is a whip for 26 of 26. This is on the list to kit up for 26 of 26. 2 bronze here for my Disney ones. Between Yume Art and Disney, and now I have to say I'm getting a real thing for Margaret Morales. So yeah, between those artists, Diamond Art Club have me. Right, so this is also a 26 of 26, which I am about to kit up actually. So depending on what order, I think I'm going to film it next. And I think I'm going to put it upload it this week. So this unboxing might not be till after. My other silver, bronze, bronze. This is on my 26 for 26 list to kit up. This is the other one that I was talking about. So for my wild card, I'm either going to do the ducks or the ducks, I think. Unless I change my mind. There's still time yet. I've got 5 months to still flip-flop. But at the moment, it's one of these two that I'm going to kit up for my last wild card. And Elsa, so she is another 26, and I was doing her for Christmas in July. She only comes out in July and December. Right, and that's it. That's all my cards. So I've now got a gold and 2 silvers. So where am I going to put these two? Well, I may as well just stick them at the back. I'll put this one in here. In here. And we'll put the tiger in there. But like I say, next year, that's going to be my comparison project. I see so many people doing comparison projects. I thought it was about time I got on the bandwagon. Anyway, that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed that unboxing for Diamond Art Club. I'd appreciate a thumbs up on the way out the door. And I will see you all again very soon. Bye for now. Bye.